Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna be doing another What's for Dinner. If you are new here, my name is Lindsay. I am a full-time working mom. I have two kids, Bristol, who is 2, and Liam, who is 5. And we live in a little town in southern Missouri. On my channel, I love to post grocery hauls, easy meal ideas, and my What's for Dinners, and also some cleaning motivation, just whatever I can help with the working mom to get them motivated for the week ahead. So if you are interested in seeing what I cooked for dinner this week, that are recipes that are super quick and easy and budget friendly, then just keep on watching. So we are starting out by making some broccoli and cheese soup. So I'm just browning some minced garlic and some olive oil, and then I will add 6 cups of chicken broth, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my fresh broccoli. I do like to use fresh broccoli whenever I'm making this soup. I just feel like it has a better flavor. You could use frozen, but I really recommend fresh. Also, I had some shredded carrots in my fridge that I wanted to use as well, so I threw just a couple handfuls of those in. I am just going to let this mixture come to a boil, and then I'm going to add a pinch of salt and about a handful of minced onion. We love to use minced onion in pretty much everything that we cook. I did want to mention that I do season as I go, just because it is so much easier to add more seasoning than to take away. So I always have that in mind whenever I am cooking. Here you can see that I just dropped some Velveeta into the mixture. I did use about half a block, and I'm just going to let this all melt together. Okay, so now the mixture is boiling. I'm just going to keep whisking until it all incorporates together. This was kind of hard to incorporate together, so I had to keep stirring. Also, the Velveeta was optional. You could use just regular shredded cheese, which I probably will do next time. I think it has a better taste. Here, I have let it come down to a simmer, and I'm just adding a half cup of heavy cream. This just makes it all come together. I definitely do not recommend leaving this out. It just makes the soup so creamy. So here is how it all turned out, and we just served this with a turkey sandwich on the side. So this next meal is a ravioli chicken Alfredo. This was definitely my favorite meal of the week. So I'm just starting out with this oven roasted diced chicken. You can get this in the section over by the Pioneer Woman mashed potatoes, or that's where it is in my Walmart anyways. But I'm just gonna season it with some minced garlic, some salt and pepper, and minced onion, and I'm just gonna let it warm up. So now that the chicken is heated through, I'm just going to add it to a bowl and set it to the side so I can get started on my sauce. So for the sauce, you're going to want to melt about a half a stick of butter. I just used just a regular tablespoon and just spooned in what I thought was a half a stick. And I'm just going to melt that down before I add my cream. I will have the exact recipe that I used typed out down below. This is definitely one of the favorites in my household, and I highly recommend making your own Alfredo sauce. It is super easy, and I was always intimidated, so I always bought the jarred sauce, but I'm telling you, I will not buy jarred sauce again. So here I'm just using some cheese ravioli. This was so good, you guys. I never even thought about using cheese ravioli for Alfredo until Carla McKenzie here on YouTube mentioned it, and I was like, I have to have that. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna let it come to a boil. And now that my cream is simmering, I'm gonna go ahead and add some Parmesan cheese and just let it melt all together. I definitely recommend doing this in batches because you don't want your cheese to get clumpy, but it pretty much just melts instantly and it's so, so good. So I thought that my sauce looked a little plain, so I'm just gonna go ahead and crush up some parsley. I actually learned this trick from my grandma, but if you put the herb in your palm and then rub it together with your hands and just basically warm up the herb again, it releases all those oils so that you can get more flavor in your food. So definitely try that, and if you do, let me know down below what it tastes like. Also, I'm adding some cracked black pepper. There's nothing like freshly cracked black pepper, so I went ahead and added that and it was perfect. The sauce just came out so, so good. So here I have just steamed up some broccoli in the microwave. I just use the Great Value brand and it's just fine. And then I'm gonna add my chicken back to the mixture as well. In the end, I wish that I had not put the broccoli in because it added just too much water to the mixture. It was still really good, it just wasn't as good heated up. So if you're gonna do this, I recommend not putting the broccoli in. But here is what my plate looked like. We just served it on the side with some Texas toast garlic bread. Doesn't that look amazing? Hey guys, so I just wanted to pop in on this what's for dinner. Tonight, my husband is actually golfing, so we are just gonna do chicken nuggets and french fries. And if you've been watching my grocery hauls, then I've been talking about these chicken nuggets. So these are the Pilgrim's chicken nuggets. They are raw, but you just cook them. You can cook them in the oven, the air fryer, you know, however you do it. We don't have an air fryer. I would love to get one, but we just do it in the oven. And these taste just like McDonald's, and my kids love them. Like, my kids will not eat any of the other chicken nuggets, just like from the store. So we love getting these. It's just called the Pilgrim. So I wanted to jump on here and talk to you about that. If your kids love McDonald's, but let's be honest, McDonald's costs everybody a fortune. So just that little tip. So let me just show you how I cook these. Well, I am just going to follow the directions on the back of the packages, but this is such an easy meal and my kids enjoy it. I enjoy it, you know, especially whenever my husband's not home. I love to take the time to make something super simple. And here's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Don't those look just like McDonald's? It's so crazy. And then I just served mine with some homemade ranch and some Ken's honey mustard. This last meal, I had some taco meat and some leftover pizza sausage in the freezer that I wanted to get used up. So I'm just gonna make a taco pizza and then just a sausage, pepperoni, bacon pizza. But right now I'm getting started on my refried beans mixture. If you are not putting sour cream in your refried beans, you definitely need to be. I hate the taste of refried beans out of a can, but once you add that sour cream, something magical happens. Some people even put some taco seasoning in theirs, but I didn't this time because I was gonna put the taco meat on. But this is really good and it makes a super easy bean dip as well. But I'm just gonna mix this all together before I put my pizzas together. I'm just gonna work on slicing up some black olives. I just buy the ones in the can that are whole because it's more cost effective and we love black olives. So I just go ahead and buy the ones that are whole. But that is what I'm doing here so that I can put them on top of the taco pizza. I am using the Mama Mary's pizza crust. These are actually really good. I like to use these for lunch. They come in mini sizes as well. But this definitely beats the moldy pizza crust that I got from Walmart on my last grocery haul. If you watched that, let me know down below. But it was so gross and I was so mad. There was just really no excuse for that. But anyways, I am just using some olive oil and brushing the bottom of the pizza with that, and then I'm actually going to start on the 3-meat pizza because I wanted to be sure I get my husband's pizza in first so that he could start eating because I know he was hungry. So I am just using the sausage mixture that I had left over from bagel pizzas a few weeks ago. If you guys are not freezing your leftovers, you definitely should be because, you know, you don't want any food to go to waste and you can always repurpose it later. But this was really, really good. There was a lot of sausage on it and I kind of wish that I would have not put so much, but my husband really loved it and it fit perfectly on this pizza crust. Also, I had some pizza sauce that really needed to be used up, so I'm just adding that to the top and gonna spread that around as much as I can. And then I'm gonna add some freshly grated mozzarella cheese. I have been loving to grate my own cheese lately. I just think it tastes so much better. Also, it melts a lot better than the pre-packaged, pre-shredded, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I probably will not buy pre-packaged again. This is just so much better. Now I'm just gonna add some pepperoni. We love pepperoni in this house. We eat it on our salads and pizza and just, you know, with cheese. We just love pepperoni. Also, I had some chopped up bacon in the freezer that I wanted to get used up. So I thawed that out really quickly and I'm gonna put that on top as well. So now I'm just going to bake these in the oven on 375 for about 13 minutes. The package actually required only 10, but I went ahead and did it for just a little bit longer since it was so thick. Also, I am adding some Italian seasoning on top just to give it a little bit more flavor. Next, I'm going to get started on the taco pizza. I am just going to do the same thing, brush some olive oil, and then I'm going to add the refried bean mixture. This pizza was kind of inspired by the Casey's taco pizza. I think Casey's is like more of a Midwest thing, but if you have a Casey's in your area, definitely let me know down below. They literally have the best pizza, and it is easily my favorite pizza, next to Papa John's. But anyway, I'm just putting the refried bean mixture on the bottom, and then I'm going to add my taco meat, and then that freshly shredded mozzarella cheese, and then black olives on top, and bake it at 375 for the 13 minutes as well. This one was really, really good. I actually had this the next day for lunch, and my kids loved it as well. This dinner was such a crowd pleaser, and it was really good as leftovers, and I can definitely see myself making this again with just, you know, any sort of pizza that we want. But these pizza crusts are really good and they're cheap. I think I paid $4 for the 2 crusts, but yeah, you guys should definitely try this. So here is what the 3-meat pizza looked like when it came out of the oven. Doesn't it look amazing? Just looks so tasty, and my husband loved it. So the package actually said to put the pizza straight on the oven rack, but these pizzas were so heavy and I did not want to risk, you know, them breaking in the oven. So I went ahead and used a pizza pan, but I think that they would have been a lot crispier if I would have put them just on the oven rack. But either way. So now I'm just crushing up some Doritos and putting them on top. The Casey's Pizza has crushed up Doritos as well, and it's just so good. It adds the perfect amount of flavor. And this is what it looked like when it came out of the oven. Just looks so good. I kind of want to make it again. And then I actually had some homemade ranch that I put on the side, as well as homemade salsa and some lettuce. And I just left that on the side so that my husband, if he didn't want the lettuce, he didn't have to. So this is what my plate looks like, and it turned out so, so good. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends. If you're new here, please subscribe. And I hope that you will check out my What's for Dinner playlist down below for all of my What's for Dinners. But other than that, I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Say bye. Bye. You wave.